tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
Well, overall, the numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chris Barnes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This on the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Bryanson. Really, on paper, at least, a great situation for him upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year. An open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other.
The season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500.
That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 46 yards rushing for him. An interesting 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now Minshew. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can. You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll work it inside now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their foe in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And way down into the it looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on them to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jamal Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him. The Browns drive about to get started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction. Stone face wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade." And he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go. 3rd quarter. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better.
Any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
He finds his man complete. It's Morrison. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Whatever the discussion, completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads.
Injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in this 2nd half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense once again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but they might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
And now here's another interception. Picked off here the 32. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
On 2nd and 12. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Malik McDowell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, let go. And now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they can't bring him down. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the
beaten right from the word go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew flushed out right. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to...
Heading back out onto the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2. They'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll try and run with Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that's
one of these RPOs. If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, 40 yards. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And out across midfield, down to the 45. In this weather, any big play in the passing game.
Because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes, and it's a fumble. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.